right, folks, welcome to another episode of 25 to 1, where I chronicle my journey of taking my $25,000 business to $1 million. Today, I wanted to start off with something a little interesting. I posted a video yesterday, and it was called Why I'm Worthless to Gurus. This morning, I woke up to my first hateful comment from a complete stranger. He said, what do you mean you're worthless to girls? Oh, wait, you need to use spell check. I have no idea who this guy was. I removed the comment because my initial reaction was, I don't want negative stuff here. But what a missed opportunity. I totally forgot to ask him to like and subscribe. He had already commented. Of course, it wasn't until later that I realized it was a missed opportunity for me to pin the comment and commemorate the first time I realized I had haters. It was a missed opportunity to pin the comment to commemorate my first hater, a stranger who I don't know who hates me. And I guess, if you're trying to do something, if you're trying to be successful at something, it's going to happen. It's what I hear. It's what I've seen other people experience. I've just never experienced it. I've always been surrounded by people who were supportive and loving and caring. Uh, but that was before I just started putting myself out on the internet for everyone to see, right? The more somber aspect of this is that I could be outside enjoying a beautiful day, the fall leaves rustling beneath my feet, and thinking, gosh, this is such a great day. But then realizing that it's also a great day for my enemies. So, anyway, let's recap the week. I had 5 goals this week, and 2 of them were to create email flows. I have done that. Email flows are much more complicated than I thought, and the ones that I created are super basic. The other 2 goals were to create 2 new ad creatives. So I did that as well. I'm super happy and super proud of the creatives that I came up with. I will show the creatives the email flows. I think are going to be way too boring, so I won't get into that. And then the last thing was to install a wish list application onto my shop, and I did that as well. So it's been functioning. I can see what people are asking for, and it's really nice. It gives me a way to see what people are interested in, and I know exactly what to stock up on more of. And then the last thing that I'll show is a reflection of my sales and analytics for this past week. Since we're in the busy season, I figure this is something that I can do on a week-to-week basis until things fall off, which I'm guessing will be after Christmas. All right, folks, so here we are. I mentioned that I had done the 2 email flows, but talking about that, getting into it, I think would be a little bit too boring. I just wanted to use that as a milestone for myself to understand what my goals were going to be for the week. I got there. But as I mentioned, super complicated, and there's a lot more that I have to do there. The 2 that I did are the 2 easiest, most basic, and they were still pretty difficult. So the other goal was having 2 new creatives made. And so I went back to adcreative.ai. I had mentioned this earlier in one of my videos as something that I couldn't use, that didn't really work well. They added some new features, and I absolutely love the way this works now. So let me go ahead and jump into the kinds of creatives that I came up with, that the AI came up with. So our biggest ticket items are these wallets made from baseball gloves. And I do not have good creative for the wallets. I have a lot of pictures. But check this out. So when I ask to put the wallet on a wooden tabletop on an autumn day in the middle of a park with a baseball field in the back, I mean, like, this is really good. So I was super happy with it. Of course, we have some where there are artifacts uh, that are a little silly, don't quite make sense, like a giant baseball in a wallet box. I guess that's a new product idea. But this is pretty cool. I like it. And let me show you the other one that I did for the koozies. So I asked it to, this kitchen one is a little bit strange. It kind of did that automatically. I think I may have made a mistake and clicked generate before I had put my own prompt in. But with my prompt in, this is pretty cool. I think it's a little bit strange to have just 4 koozies floating like that, but I think the AI did a good job of creating the kind of
environment that I wanted the koozies to be in. So there's several options. This is a little even more strange with the koozies on a stick. But I'm really, really happy with what the AI came up with. I'm definitely using these. The other thing I wanted to show is this other creative. So I did those other two in AI. This took a little bit more work and some learning. So I had to sign up for several different accounts. I had to find a way to get falling leaves that were on a green screen. I had to remove the green, so I had to learn how to do that. I used DaVinci Resolve, which is what I use for my videos here anyway, but just learning something different. And then, of course, I had to create the image. I had to go out and take the pictures of the koozies. So this took a little while to do, and I think you can understand the feel that I was going for. And I think it turned out pretty well, so I'm happy with that. I don't know if I can continue to put in this much work anytime I want to create a new video though. So we'll have to think about it. If this was my full-time job, that wouldn't be a problem. So we'll see what I do about this. I know I need to do at least one more for Christmas. Yeah, I'm happy with how this turned out. Hopefully you guys like it as well. Okay, folks, and so the last thing that I wanted to show here was a reflection on the week. Of course, revenue isn't everything, but I think this is a helpful indicator for me at least to judge performance because the cost of ads and inventory has been a constant in terms of almost a direct correlation to how much we want to sell. And so looking at these numbers from November of 2022, I think was something I wanted to understand in terms of like how much I can attribute to things that I've been doing that have been different in the past years versus how much is just this is the busy season. Obviously, you can see from the first week of November from 2022, we are doing almost double of what it was. So if we go and compare it to the previous year, then just a little more than double. This is super happy for me to see that in the first week of November, these are the kind of sales that we're doing. Obviously, sales aren't everything, as I mentioned, but I just wanted to show what these analytics look like as we get into the busy season and as I start trying to take into account what else is going to be needed for this to scale to 10x this number.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for this week. Over the weekend, I'm going to think about what I want to tackle for the following week. There were some things that I mentioned earlier about potentially figuring out some of the details around the reviews and adding the reviews onto the opening products card. Or, I'm also thinking that I need to really take my knowledge of campaign management to the next level and actually set up different ad groups and the ads in each ad group and all that. Right now, I just have one campaign, one ad group, and one creator, and it just runs. And it's both the TikTok automated campaign manager that does AI with your products, as well as the Facebook one. But there are also some new products that I'm working on for my actual business. So I'll see what I'm going to do there. The next video, though, will be a special treat. For folks who don't know, I bought this business from someone who had been doing it for 7 years prior. So they have a long history with baseball. His name's Les. I did an interview with him last week actually, and I'm going to edit that video, and that's going to be the next video that I post on this channel. So it's super cool to hear about his passion for baseball, to talk about what he remembers about it and what got him started in this business. So stay tuned for that. It was a super enjoyable interview, and I hope that I get the chance to do more with him. But that'll be the next one. So until then, we'll see you later.